They've sort of twisted that virtue signalling into hate shaming, maybe we should call it.
News. London Transport say they may have to close the underground system due to an infestation of horses.
As they start running away from the train.
And what the drivers say they fear most of all is a head-on collision with a blind tube man.
What's up, YouTube? Hello, it's me. I have to turn this round because it's a bit dirty. So, hello, I'm back. I can't hear myself as my headphones are occluding my ears. Yes, it's me, Blind Tube Mayor, continuing my little look at the far right. It's been an eventful couple of weeks, a very eventful couple of weeks for me. Just been away to Tenerife. I've got a bit of a tan, not much, and I also went away with some friends for the weekend, and that was the weekend of the Unite the Country, Be White and British March by Tommy Robertson, or whatever it was called. I had, to put it mildly, a rather stressful weekend. Ended up in hospital, and the whole this whole endeavour of mine to do some videos talking about the far right, I think, had rather got to me. I had a massive panic attack and became very stressed and ended up in hospital for one night because my breathing got very bad, and I think my mental health, frankly, has been suffering because of all the far right content I've been watching. Also because of quite a few personal issues I'm going through, partly with my health. And it's been a difficult time, and I think it's worth highlighting. A lot of people talk about the anger they feel from all this sort of right-wing, far-right coverage that's really flooding the zone at the moment. But I think also there's a lot of fear, and I'll be completely honest, put my hand up and say that, I'm quite scared.
I'm really scared.
Hopeful, and that's why I'm making these videos, to try to connect with people and have some sort of conversation about what's going on. But it's a scary time, and Gary Stevenson says something in his book about how when things collapse, economically, of course, he's talking about people go a bit mad.
Yeah, I've been rereading one of my favourite books recently, which is this book here. This is The Plague by Albert Camus. Camus is a French-Algerian author who wrote this really beautiful book about what it means to live in a collapsing society, and what that does to us in our mental health.
I think that's something that I've definitely experienced, and I think it's something that a lot of us are experiencing. And economic collapse obviously leads to huge consequences for society, and that translates into people specifically feeling stressed and going a bit mental, frankly. So let's dive in. I was trying to find a video that would be interesting. This is not a far right video, but it's a video that shows the far right in action. Of course, it's worth mentioning that everybody on this march was not far right. There's a whole plethora of different views, of course, and I agree that we should be concerned about migration, but I don't agree that we should let racists and fascists steal the narrative and tell us that their point of view is the only point of view. So let's dive in to this. This is from a channel called The Crime Agents, but this chap went down there seemingly in an unbiased sort of way, just to get a look at what was going on. Let's dive in to this.
Push forward! Do not forget why you are here! Push forward!
There's bottles flying, cans flying. There's a real stench of menace in the air now.
Horrible. Oof.
Well, we're here in
central
central London. We're just outside New Scotland Yard. This is the Unite the Kingdom March. Hundreds of thousands of people have descended on London, and that's people from all over the UK. And in fact, people from America, people from Australia. It seems as though the whole world has descended on London today.
I did a video just before this talking about this march. It was a video I reacted to by Landure. He said he thought there would be 500,000 people there.
Usually around 250,000 people go to them, but given the current mood, I wouldn't be surprised to see that at 500,000.
And
guess who's been asked to speak?
I said I thought it would be much less than that. He said the average for a Tommy Robinson march was about 200,000, and the reported amount of people was 110,000 by the police. Obviously, some people have said it was 3.5 million, which I think is rubbish. There were 1 million on the Iraq War march back in the day when Tony Blair was invading Iraq with America, and I was at that march, and that was huge. The idea that there's 3.5 times as many people on this march seems ridiculous to me.
And it has been organised by Tommy Robinson. He says it's in the name of free speech. So let's hear from some of them now.
I am here today just to stand up and say we've had enough. We've had enough of what's going on in this country.
What have you had enough of?
Just the way it's been run down. We're just having too many people coming in. It's just getting ridiculous, and things have to stop.
It has been run down. It's been run down because, well, for many reasons, of course. And although I very much subscribe to Gary Stevenson's view that it's about the wealthy getting too wealthy, and that they need to pay more tax. Of course, there are many reasons. There's the war in Ukraine, food prices going up, all sorts of different things. But to say that it's just migration seems to me not to be the truth.
Do you think a lot of people here will be in your camp as well? Your camp as well?
They should be, because if it wasn't for Trump, where would we be now?
What do you think about the way Keir Starmer has been engaging with Trump? Do you think they're on the same page?
No, Keir Starmer's a wanker.
It's nice.
See, again, I keep saying this, the messaging, the far right, I think they just sit and watch GB News, and GB News feeds the information and the messages into their brain. It's not a news channel, it's a complete propaganda channel.
I appear to be living rent-free.
I didn't see Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan.
It's two-tier all the way. Was
Sadiq Khan.
London Mayor Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan is
Sharia law. Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan's two-tier.
Sharia courts. I want to get hold of Sadiq Khan. Can you pull it back?
Carnival.
black people in the UK.
He's one of these people.
Sharia law. Mayor Khan. Two-tier.
Sadiq Khan.
Sadiq Khan.
Sharia law. You are the mayor of
Sharia law.
We need more
Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan.
I'm really good at this stuff.
backward cultures.
People who don't use critical thinking, I think, the messages are just constantly, 24 hours a day, are just filtered round and round and round. They say the same things over and over again. They come over here, they've not been vetted. There's going to be a civil war. They blame the economic collapse on migrants, and they say the same things over and over again. I wish the left would speak up more, because I suspect they may be a bit more articulate, but there seems to be a consensus that the left at these marches don't speak, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. By so many people on the right speaking so vociferously, they do often prove how, frankly, stupid they are.
The country's ours again, and we can have a lot more say, a lot more rules to what happens in it.
Over which rules?
Our court laws will be changing to ours, so we have what say goes on in this country.
And how all they can do is churn out the same old comments.
Nigel Farage, when it comes to free speech, he's saying that this country is becoming more like North Korea. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to North Korea?
No, but I know
That's not necessarily a great tactic. I mean, I haven't been to... Well, I've been to America, actually. I haven't been to America recently. It doesn't mean I can't comment on it.
I know that there's more political prisoners in prison in this country than there are in Russia in the last 2 years.
I'm not certain about that, but North Korea, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do this in North Korea.
Okay.
Quid pro quo.
Like my granddad fought in World War II. I want this country to stay the exact same, you know, like not to be racist, but dominantly white people. It's
Oh yeah, not to be racist, but mainly white people. Yeah. That sums it all up, doesn't it? I want this country to remain the same. I don't like it when things change. It scares me.
Our country at the end of the day. All of a sudden you have 20, 30 Syrian men in your area growing up, you know, groping your little girl, your little daughters. It's not on.
Are they?
That division I'm talking about, that's clearly happening in this country. Do you think marches like this help that or not?
What else can you do? How else are you supposed to tackle it? I mean, with government, we have a Labour government, and it seems that they give all their policies to not British people. I mean, how else do you solve it?
Where is the evidence of this, all British policies being for foreigners? I don't see that. What are the examples? If you can show me some, I'd be very interested to know.
But I've channeled a little bit of Sydney Sweeney today. I don't know if you can tell by the American, Western influence. It's a very delicate moment and people seem to be waking up.
It's not so much Sydney Sweeney, it's more Sid James.
Well, if this is paradise, give me hell.
Which is the glimmer of hope. But unfortunately, there's so many people that just look at us and think, extreme right, racist, whatever. But it's not the case. Like, we just don't want
I think that
the statistics in the country that... do you know that 71% more likely a non-British national is to do a sexual assault than a British national?
Really? Do you know that 95% of statistics are made up on the spot to prove a point?
The thing is, a lot of white people are, of course, the vast majority of sex offences are white people.
Yeah, of course, but it's only, I should say, 1 in 4 non-British national. But when you look at the percentage of the population of non-British nationals, which is only meant to be about 8-point-something%, when you look at it that way, it's 71% more likely because of their population is supposed to be smaller. But obviously that population is growing every day because of...
Makes no sense whatsoever. I think her point is that if 100% of the population were from overseas, then there would be 71% more abuse of women. You see, I think this whole statistic of they're 70 times more likely or whatever, what they've done is they've just reverse engineered that. They've said, so there's only 8% in the country, therefore we have to times that by the amount that would explain how you're more at risk of being assaulted by someone from overseas. Even if in Muslim countries they respect women less, which that does seem to be the case, I agree, for cultural reasons, that doesn't mean that all of those men go out every night and grab women off the street and abuse them. Surely that makes no sense.
Yeah, I haven't said anything derogatory against a group of people. I haven't said anything.
Well, you have.
I haven't incited any violence or anything like this. Get them out!
And Barbara wins as Babs. And Ling.
And was it worth it?
Fucking too right, it was worth it.
He got shot because he spoke facts.
Don't get them out.
And the left didn't like that. And you know what it is? It gave them the opportunity on an open mic to talk to him, to oppose what he thinks. And they shot him in the neck. They shot him in the neck for what? Just because you don't like what he's saying? Nah.
Maybe calm down on the cocaine, mate.
Nah, no way. Britain stands with Charlie and Britain stands with America. We're being censored. No one's wanting to talk. They're getting locked up. That's it. That's the be-all and end of it.
Do you agree with everything he said, or do you just agree with his...
I agree with his morals. I agree with who he is. He's a top bloke. God rest his soul and rest in peace. I cannot believe it. In front of his wife and kids.
Morals. This is an argument that someone I know very well says that Trump has wonderful morals. What people mean when they say that is they have the same morals as me, i.e. Sort of Christian, vague Christian values and disliking people who are different, disliking people from other religions. That's good morals. We all have our own moral code, and all our moral codes are going to be a bit different, and obviously different religions are going to have different moral codes. Doesn't mean we can't all live in peace together.
Happening down there.
There's kids getting crushed. There's parents trying to get the children into the dry, and they're just getting crushed.
So
it's shut off that way, shut off this way. They box us in, and that is it.
And the police aren't letting you through?
No, or the other way. I'm more worried about the children over there.
So the protest was heading along Westminster Bridge, heading to Whitehall, but the group just stopped moving. People here are saying that women and children were getting crushed. The police...
It's always women and children, isn't it?
weren't backing down, and a massive group just pushed through the line, and this is still going on right now. There's bottles flying, cans flying. There's a real stench of menace in the air now. The police's worst fears are happening here. The people are getting more and more angry, and they keep pushing back the police.
I told you it was going to happen. I told them.
It really is a group of people with lanterns and pitchforks, isn't it? The mob, the angry mob. And it's frightening. It's really frightening. And of course, once again, not a brown person in sight. There's no race riots between brown people and white people. It's just white people attacking the police, and sometimes white people attacking other white people who are on the left. There's no rivers of blood, and there's no race riots. The poor old immigrants are just cowering in their houses thinking, oh my God, can they just stop?
The kids are getting crushed in the back. They've done nothing.
Oh, it's really... Oh, the buttons are coming out now. Yeah, we don't want to be here. Behind the police line now. Streams and streams of people are coming down. The police aren't letting them through here, so people are just climbing over. This could get out of control now. Here we go. This is what you call an absolute nightmare for public order police officers. There's a guy with a baby trying to get down. Oh my God, this is horrendous.
I'm a structural engineer. That bridge will fucking give it that amount of people. Are you going to live with that? Are you going to live with that?
It's saying there the bridge is going to collapse because there's too many people on it. It's interesting. It's an interesting feature of these sort of far right people. It's like the opposite of virtue signalling that they talk about from the left. They're constantly trying to shame people by saying that you're crushing the children. That bridge is going to collapse because of what you're doing. You're keeping us here. Yeah, they've sort of twisted that virtue signalling into hate shaming, maybe we should call it. Anyway, there you go. Thank you. It's another video. I might do more on this march because it was obviously a big moment in our country, and it seems to have died down quite quickly. There's still a lot of videos I see on YouTube. Just to finish, it's very strange. When I make these videos, I sometimes search for things I maybe saw on Twitter and forgot to record or save that I wanted to include in my videos. And whenever I search a phrase that's negative about the right, for instance, I saw a great shot of Tommy Robinson staggering around and playing with his nose, almost as if he was on vast amounts of cocaine. That was a bit of footage from this march, and I couldn't find it on YouTube. It's almost as if the algorithm favours content that endorses the right's message. Of course, maybe my tinfoil hat is appearing on my head, and it's a conspiracy theory. But I wonder if anyone else has noticed that, and it's strange. It's very hard to find montages of right-wing people doing stupid things, and yet it seems very easy to find anything posted by the far right. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's my own unconscious bias coming out. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Try and keep your pecker up, and don't nobody go nowhere.